Hi guys, today we're going to start my brassicas. As many of you know, this is my second year starting seeds, starting vegetables and flowers from seeds, but this is actually the first time that I'm going to be trying brassicas. So the only three things that I'm going to be doing today, or that I'm going to be starting today from seed, are broccoli, cauliflower, and 2 types of cabbage. I got way more than I need, but this is it. This is all I am going to do today. I got all of the seeds from Baker Creeks. I love Baker Creeks. I don't work for them, but this is what I'm going to do. And the plan is basically to get these things growing for about 3 to 4 weeks before I move them outside. So for me, my last frost date is about the end of April, beginning of May, depending on the weather. But these are cool weather crops, meaning that they can go outside before that time. They like it a little bit cooler. They don't mind temperatures in the low 20s, low 30s. They can handle a light frost. So I'm going to start them today with the hopes that they grow for the rest of March, and sometime around March, maybe April, depending how the weather goes, I am going to take them outside. I'm going to harden them off first, meaning that slowly I'm going to acclimate them to the weather outside, and then I'm thinking that I'm going to get a few containers to get this going. I need to make sure that I got compost added to my raised beds outside, so I just don't know that I want to have something in there already before I do that. The time is a little bit iffy now, especially with the weather. So to play it safe, I am hoping to get these guys in containers outside. So let me show you what I'm going to use. I got these containers. I got these containers from buying mushrooms, I believe. See that? Nothing fancy, it's just a container. What I do need to do is that I need to make sure that I have holes at the bottom, because this is where I'm going to place. I'm gonna have one for broccoli and cauliflower and another one for the 2 cabbages. I am not planning to pot them up, meaning they'll grow here big enough so that I can move them outside when they're ready. So I am going to start with potting mix. I am not going to use seed starting mix, which is what I normally use for my other seeds. The plan with the other seeds is to just get the seeds to germinate so that I can move them up to a bigger container. And when I do that, I start with seed starting mix to get the seeds to germinate. And then when I move them to a bigger container, I use potting mix. But here, I just want the seeds to get all the benefits from the nutrients of the potting mix. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start with potting mix. And I also got this little guy. I believe it was from, I think meat or vegetables. I can't remember what it came here. But this is basically going to be my tray for these guys. So that when I water, I'm just going to water from the bottom. So I'm going to apply the water here, and this will be here with the holes. Always remember the holes. But that's it. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to add water to the potting mix first, because I do not like to start with dry mix. So I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to get this prep, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to put the seeds in here. Okay, so I have this ready. I already added my potting mix. I make the holes at the bottom of this, as you already saw, and this is basically going to become my tray. So I just got a couple of these guys. These are just tags that you can find at any local place. And what I did, I just, they're a little too big to put here, either way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide this in 2. Nothing fancy. It's just, this is just for me to know, to separate the varieties that I'm growing here. So I am going to start with cabbage. Can you see the seeds? They're like super tiny. Okay, so I got everything here the way that I started. Do not mix your seeds. Make sure that you are keeping track of which one is which. I have done that before. An acre. Here, I don't know if you can see that. I have the names. And that's basically it, you guys. Here are the brassicas that I started. What I'm going to do now, I'm not going to water it just yet because I did add a lot of water to my potting mix. So these are going to go underneath my lights, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that they make it. And that's it for today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to check it out and consider subscribing. Until the next video, you guys.